Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're all having a great day. Today I thought, and I don't know why I didn't even know about this. I really didn't. And then I was watching Tati yesterday. I think it was, well, I was watching her yesterday. I don't know when the video was put out. And she was talking about Clarisonic. They have some new Clarisonic tool coming out. And then she started talking about how much she loved the Clarisonic foundation brush. I must be living under a rock because I did not know about this. So I went over to Ulta and I looked it up and I found it. And I thought, come on now, how good can this be? You know, I mean, I must say for application, I really do love my beauty blenders or my hands. I don't care for many foundation brushes. I see lines left in the face and I just don't care for them. But she was going on and on about this and I thought, okay, I'm gonna go and get it because, you know, I have the Clarisonic. I've had the Clarisonic since it first came out. This is a newer model, but I have been using the Clarisonic to cleanse my skin for, I'm going to say, well over 10 years. Whenever the first Clarisonic came out, that's when I started using it. All right, so it says, I did write this down because I didn't, it says it fits the Mia 1, Mia 2, Mia Fit, and the Smart Profile, which is what I have. And it suggests that you started at the lowest speed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to click it into place here. Fits, you know, on perfectly. It is very, very soft. And it says that it works well with cream or stick foundation, liquid foundations. You can also use it with BB creams and CC creams. You can use it to contour if you're using cream products. You can use it to put your highlighter on. So I don't know. We're going to have to see. I just can't, to be honest with you, I just don't see how this is going to be a beautiful fit for me, but I thought, what the heck, I'm going to give it a try. And it's $39 and it can be purchased at Sephora, Ulta. QVC runs specials on it from time to time. And you can also get it at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not sure if they will allow you to use a coupon. I've never seen this in store, but then I was never looking for it. But online, I don't know if you can use coupons online. So if this is an online only product, you probably won't be able to then. But anyway, I thought I would just, and on my skin already, I did a video, I was doing a side-by-side of some filter, you know, glow products. And so on my face I have some glow product already, and of course my skincare. Okay, so I thought, well, I know how certain foundations apply with my beauty blender and my hands. So since it says it works well with stick, I'm going to apply the Makeup Forever HD foundation with this. I'm also going to then move into a liquid foundation, and I'm going to use the YSL Touche Éclat. And then I will move into a CC cream, which is the Osmosis. And of course I'm going to remove each foundation as we go along, just to see how they play. So, and the reason why they came up with this is it's supposed to be less product, less time. Within 60 seconds, you're supposed to have a flawless looking finish, an airbrushed look to your face, and it's supposed to be able to get into little crevices that you can't get into with your hands or your sponge. But anyway, let's take a look. So the first one I'm going to do is this is Makeup Forever's HD foundation. I haven't used this in a long time. So I'm just going to stack some on, and we're going to go for it. We're going to see, okay? And then, of course, I'll just wipe the brush down in between so it doesn't interfere. Okay. So I've turned it on. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start applying. And I may need to add a little bit more. And we are supposed to use it exactly the way we use the Clarisonic. So it doesn't need to have a ton of pressure. It just needs to have a feather light touch, so you don't smash the brush down, and just go in small circular motions. It looks like it's doing a nice job. We shall see. Now the stick foundation, of course, is the heaviest, so if it makes this look really nice, and you can go right up underneath your eyes with this. It feels just like a Clarisonic, except for, I know a lot of people can't use the Clarisonic. Oh, it turned off. Okay, I'm going to turn it on again, and we're going to go over our eyelids. Go up underneath, because we're supposed to be able to get in all areas. Okay, I'm going to go right over my eyelid, and then I'm going to turn it off. And we're going to take a look. Now this I wore this foundation a couple years ago. I don't wear it anymore. It's too heavy a foundation for me at this point of my life, age, you know. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to look in my mirror here for a minute. Okay, for me, I have this incredible urge to pick up my beauty blender or to take my hands and pat it in. I feel like the foundation is just laying on my skin. I don't feel that it's really blended in beautifully. I would look at my own face and say she didn't blend her makeup very well. Now that is just the stick foundation. So for me, I would not apply my stick foundation with this brush. I mean, if I really tap this in now, you'll see, I think, the difference in how it looks just by warming my hands up and really blending it into the skin. Because I don't think foundation should lay on the skin. I think foundation should, you know, look like it's not even there. I really do, but yet we know it is. Okay, so there it is, just blended down with my hands. Again, the color isn't right, so it's going to accentuate age, because when you have something that's too light for you, it accentuates age. But anyway, that is my opinion, and only my opinion, with stick foundation. So I'm going to go remove this. We're going to come back and we're going to do our liquid foundation. All right, so we are back. The next foundation we're going to try is the Touche Éclat. And this is by YSL. I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of pumps on my hand. I usually use 2 to 3 pumps when I'm using my beauty blender. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply where I would if I was doing my beauty blender. And then I just take the excess and go. All right, so I wiped the brush off so we have nothing on it, and we're just going to go ahead and start again. I'm going to start from the nose and work down. And we'll just go ahead. The brush is very soft. I don't feel any scratching on the skin. This brush, I can see it will need cleaning a lot. Okay, do our forehead. We'll do our eyelids, down the center, up underneath the eyes. It says you can even apply your concealer. Okay, we'll do the jawline. And over my lips. Okay, so there is that finish, and this color is better for me, so of course it's going to look better. From a distance, it looks fabulous. Let me look in the mirror. Okay, so in the mirror, this one actually looks really good. It is blended well, it's not laying on the skin, it's really, really nice. It has a beautiful finish, and I don't see any brush marks or anything like that. So the liquid and the brush is a go for me. I'm surprised, because I don't like makeup brushes at all. But this is very nice. Now, with that being said, after you apply it because you know they claim that it gives you the flawless, but it's quick. It takes time off your getting ready in the morning. If it's not blended in perfectly, you can just take your hands and finish it up. And I will say that it does, hit into all the nooks and crannies, and it blends very well even in the under eye area. So this one here is a go. So now let's move on to our CC cream. Okay, so I am back. I just have my moisturizer on my skin, and we are going to go for the Osmosis CC cream. I absolutely love the finish of this, and we don't want to use the neutral, we want to use the warm. The neutral will be too light. I wear neutral and warm, but I'm going to use the warm for today because it's summertime. And I usually take about 3 pumps on my hand. And this one here is one of those that it goes on white, but it does change color as it hits your skin. Okay? Just put that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the brush and work it like I normally would. All right? This one has the most natural finish of all, but you can layer with this one. You know, that's another thing I'm going to do, because some people like to layer. So I'm going to go ahead and layer this to see how well the brush does at layering. We got to cover all angles here. The new tool that's coming out has some parts for the eye and stuff. It's like, woo, that sounds exciting. Okay, again, remember, light pressure. Go over my lips. I'm just going to do the jawline. This will, if you use it the right way, it does help you to blend everything well. But we want to make sure that it's playing well with the foundation you're using. I'm not sure how it would work with a matte foundation, because I don't use any of them. Okay, so that is one layer of the osmosis. Now let me look in the mirror to see the finish of this. Okay, so the osmosis has brush streaks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pat them in. And I want to try 2 layers, because I know this does build up nice, but there are brush streaks in it. So this is a much thinner foundation. Most CC creams are very thick. The osmosis is not when it goes on. It's almost moussey, but it's beautiful finish. Okay, so I'm just going to check, make sure I have everything blended well. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put another 2 pumps. I don't use 3 this time around. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on my nose. I'm going to put it on my cheek and my forehead and my chin. Okay, and then I'm just going to wipe my finger off. And we will go ahead, turn it on, and I'm going to go ahead, float like a butterfly. That's what I always say about when you use the Clarisonic. Float across your skin. There is no reason to push down with the Clarisonic. Oops, I got it in my hair. My hair's like this because I'm doing a hair video. I'm doing a testing on a product. Got to get that out of my hairline. Okay, I'm going to go right over my eyes. It's very gentle, so you can go over the eye. I'm going to go right up underneath. And I'm going in with a very light touch now, very light, to see if we can get this blended down without any brush marks. Okay? So that's what it looks like. You can see that that foundation, that CC cream built up. Okay, so let me check in the mirror. Okay, if you want to use the brush with this one, it's the same as the first one. You are going to have to go ahead and warm the product up with your hands and blend it in, because it's pretty much laying there and you can see brush marks with it. Not so much brush marks, you're not getting a smooth, even application of it. I did with the liquid foundation, so it does work best, in my opinion, with liquid foundations. But if you just like the idea of using that brush, you can always use it with any of your foundations and just pat when you're done. So let me look at it now. So now the CC cream looks the way it does when I use the Beauty Blender. So I would like to hear from those of you who use like the all-day foundations, how they blend down with it. If you are having success with this little gadget, it is a small brush, very small brush. It's a little on the longer side. It's very, very soft. And it did not shed at all. That's a bonus always. So if you like the idea of being able to get a quicker application, although I must say, it doesn't take me a long time to blend my foundations with my sponge either. And for me, I get the best application with a sponge with most of my products. And then I prefer my hands after the sponge. I don't usually use brushes, but I will say it's got no shedding going for it. If you've been using it for a while and it has started to shed, please leave in the comments. And you figure you probably have to change this brush about every 3 months, because it's going to collect foundation in it. But because it is a Clarisonic, I'm quite sure that it is very easy to clean this brush, but do all the oils remove that your foundation is transferring onto it. And it is quick, and like I said, with the liquid foundation, and this is a Radiance Awakening foundation, so this one is a glowier foundation. It worked really, really well. It failed the test with stick foundation for me, and then it It did an okay job on the CC cream by osmosis, but it didn't, I still would press my fingers to finish up. So there you have it, my thoughts on the Clarisonic, which you know, I have to say this up front. I adore the Clarisonic. I would never have a skincare routine without it. Unless you have extremely sensitive skin, the Clarisonic really is the greatest tool ever made as far as I'm concerned. So there you have it, my thoughts on the Clarisonic Sonic Foundation Brush. Like I said, I must have been living under a rock. I didn't even know it existed. But anyway, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. Until the next time, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. We're living life here. Go out in the world and be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you're notified every time I put up a new juicy video. Okay? Love ya. BISOUS.